And not fun for everybody, it'd be fun for me. Interesting things. Interesting things. Crazy things, good things, bad things, interesting things. Good morning, Georgia. How are you doing this morning? Good morning. All right. I thought I would talk about this morning. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Happy Friday. It's Friday. All day today. Doesn't matter what anybody said yesterday. Today's Friday. Thursday don't matter, people. Don't matter. All this nonsense. Today is today, damn it. All day today is today. What about yesterday?
Well, yesterday somebody said he tweeted.
Y'all know who they are today. They went to sleep last night. They went to a different universe. There's somebody to rescue. Yeah, we're gonna hit Kanye today. We're gonna talk about Kanye today. I thought it was interesting. I really did. I hope y'all listening. I hope y'all were. Oh, that brother, he just oh, he's just trolling. He is a hilarious troll. Oh, he's winning too. He's winning. Y'all, we watching the same show, Kanye versus 20 million liberals. He's winning. And he's mostly right. He ain't totally right, but he's mostly right. He's heading in the right directions. Hopefully y'all paying attention. Hopefully everybody's doing good this week. We'll talk about that. UK, what's happening in the UK? Losing their damn minds. Picking baby sexes, fighting over that. We get to pick the sex of our baby. Like, yeah, you know what? Picking the egg, right? And I was just sitting here thinking about that. Ain't that some discrimination? Ain't that sperm discrimination or something? How come the egg lives matter and sperm don't mean nothing? Why is that the case? What's up with that? So I don't know. I don't know. We had to look at the news. I looked at it for a minute and I was just kind of like, what the hell? People getting in protest over people picking what kind of baby they want. You know, soon they're gonna pick racial babies too, right? You know, they're gonna be able to pick the sex of the baby, race of the baby, turn the skin color, different skin. All right, let's see. Buttons. How come that's not working right? I got a new thing. I'm gonna see if YouTube can join us here. Yeah, working on my technology. I want to be able to bring them in. Stuff with everybody's good. Talk about a few things. All right, press that button, click that. Press that. So what's your favorite Kanye quote from last night? Did y'all see that? I posted it. I hope you watched it. He done said a few truthful things that I think people should pay attention to. I think he done said a few things that make a whole lot of sense. All right, so what's your favorite Kanye quote from last night? That's what I'd like to know. He said a couple things I thought were pretty important. All right, let me see. I'm almost ready to go. I'm trying to know what to do. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Hold on, we're almost there. I gotta press some buttons. Good morning. Carrie and Steven and Lori, Kate and Dee Dee and Michelle. Linda, y'all mad at Kanye? Y'all mad at him? Anybody mad? Anybody here mad? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at him. I think the brother went out there and said what he was supposed to say. I think he said his truth. I think he went out there and he told y'all what he believes. I have no issue with anything he said. So if you got some issues with what he said, let me know. We'll address it. But I have no issues. I don't think it was all right. That's not what I'm saying. I think historically, he's more in touch with probably what happened than most liberals, like 20 million liberals around. But he was being fair too. He was being fair. Like, I don't think he hit him hard. He just said certain people are emotional. People get emotional. They can be played with these racial games and stuff. All right, there we go. I had to see if I can bring Bring YouTube into the house. Okay, that should work. All right, how's everybody doing this morning? So I thought it was pretty cool. I thought he said some important things. But the most significant thing that he said last night we need to focus on before we talk about what we should be talking about, because we have fun. You don't talk about Kanye, then, you know, this is America, is what we do. But he said if people don't have lands, they buy brands. He was right. He was completely right. When you take people's lands and you turn the earth into a swamp, people have to buy the brands of whoever's selling whatever. People don't have land, they can't make Nikes, they can't grow food, they can't grow hemp. So they take the land, they steal the land. Land, if water is life, land might be love. But he was right about that. People don't have land. He talked about the prison. But no, before we go there, before we go to Kanye, we can't go to Kanye yet. Because the most important thing we were not paying attention to. We weren't even looking. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The most important thing that happened yesterday, while everybody yelling, jumping, and screaming about what Kanye said, that was true again. Except for well, I don't know. Maybe is he going to the universe to save somebody? He's going. There's a quantum universe he's going to because he is somebody in the quantum universe or something. He was going over there to save him. I'm not sure how true that is, but I've never been there. You ain't never been there either. Don't talk about Kanye and what's happening in the other universe if you ain't never been to the other universe. Yesterday, they took down 5 alt channels, big time. From anti-media to, was it Police to Police, Police Watch, and one of my favorite, Free Thought Project. They took them down. Nobody knew. I saw one or two people posted it yesterday. They took them down. But we busy all yelling about Kanye. Gone, wiped. Social media. Y'all don't be like him. I don't know why they wiped them. I think that's important. I think they always throw up distractions. It's like, listen, we got something to delete. We need to make something happen. They're not believing the Khashoggi mess anymore. They're not believing that we didn't know what was gonna happen and what happened because we monitor every damn thing on everybody all the time. They're not believing it no more. Somebody looked at a YouTube video. They realized that we actually capture everything. We know everything. We just don't care. We don't stop murder because it's your murder. That's not significant. We believe in, what does Spock say? Spock said, do the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many? So yeah, we the ones. We the ones. If you don't have $1 billion in the bank, you the one. So they let Khashoggi die. I think they let him die. I think they always know what's going on. And that wasn't working. People figuring that out. Picked up the phone. Kanye, all right, yeah, we're going to need you to go meet with Trump. This is not working. They're not paying. We need to get people upset, fighting on the other side, a stupid fight. Hang on, let me do something. We need to get you get your hat, Kanye. We need you to get your hat. So he headed off to the White House. Where's my hat? I'm going to get my hat. Where's my hat at? Boom! Move my head over. Boom! Ah, what's up? I got to make it bad. No, I don't think I had a hat. I don't believe in make America. I think you can make America great again if you make the earth great again. Earth isn't gradable. Earth is being turned into a swamp land. A swamp, an anaerobic, bacteria, disease-ridden swamp land because people don't have lands. Why? Because they need you to buy their brands. Deep. He nailed it with that. Nailed it. He got it from somebody else. That's not the point, but he was right. When people don't have holistic medicine, they buy pharmaceutical medicine. When people can't make cars, because you know we used to make the gasifier cars, they gotta buy your cars. When you highly regulate, people can't grow their cannabis, they gotta buy your pain medication. People can't feed their families, they gotta join your military. If people don't have lands, they gotta buy the brands. And it's truth. It's truth, because America's being looted with the rest of the world. They are turning the whole world into a swamp. And that's my thing. Is Washington a swamp? Hell yeah, Washington is a swamp. The whole world is a swamp. They're turning the whole world into a swamp. But you got two silly sides. One side always picks their favorite swamp monsters, and the other side picks their favorite swamp monsters, and the rest of us just drowning in the greenish ochre color swamp. This murder that's killing people. I had to slip that in there. Y'all okra thugs. Why people always picking me with okra? Y'all need to stop. I'm gonna hit the report button, y'all. Yeah, free thought is gone, Holly. They got rid of free thought, but nobody's paying attention because the silly people drowning in the swamp all over the earth are busy fighting about who are their favorite swamp monsters. I like GMO companies. I like the vaccine companies. I like the chemical companies. I believe in nationalism, and I hate the troops, and I support the troops, and people get on these dumb sides while they just destroy the entire earth. That's why I think. Anyway, it is sickening. Yes, Randall, it's sickening. But Kanye says some true things. As alt media is under attack, you're not allowed to have an other opinion. We will give you your opinions. Right? We will tell you what to think. We'll tell you what's true, and we'll tell you when it's true. But this is the world we're in. You know. So Kanye met with the president, said a whole lot of true things again, pissed off a lot of people. Again, I was trying to go to sleep. You like it, Steve? I liked it too, Steven. I liked it too, brother. I was going to sleep. I was just about to go to sleep. I was in the bed, Steve. And all of a sudden, I seen some posts come up like, bloom. Somebody said Amy. Someone said something about Kanye. Like, Kanye, that's dead. That's over. That's last year, girl. I started to, bloom. Another one popped up. Kanye something. I was like, bloom. Another popped up. Kanye. I was like, oh, Lord, here we go. Here we go again. Somebody in Hollywood was hired to come in and say something to distract everybody from what's important. Although he said some good things. So I said, you know, I'm not dealing with this. I started talking with Brother Emrys. I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm going to sleep. I'll look at it tomorrow. Chris posted a video. It's like, all right, I'm going to have to pay attention. I don't like to miss Chris videos. So I had to jump in. So we're going to deal with it. Kanye actually is on to a few things, people. He is on to a few things, and you need to listen up. You need to listen up. I'm not for nor against either side. I think both sides got legitimate gripes. But Kanye is doing some thinking that I'm not sure that everybody's aware of. He's thinking a little deeper. Man, it sounds a little discombobulated. And I don't think if you don't read between the lines, you won't see what he's saying. Let me do this. Somebody's lagging. I'm gonna slow things down a little bit. Randall, is that a deb? Is that a deb? You in the deb? You know, people need to STFU, right? People need to, and they need to listen, and they need to pay attention. Right, so a couple things he said that I like. Kanye jumped up. We can. Well, first of all, I want to say something. At 19 minutes into it, let me show you this. At the 19 minutes into it, this is the first time this has ever happened since I've been alive. Somebody jumped up and hugged the president and they didn't get shot. Let me show you this. Hold on.
Get in that spot. No, I'm standing in that spot. I love this guy right here. Let me give this guy a hug right here.
Look at this.
I love this guy.
That's crazy. Why would somebody jump up and hug a president? He could have been shot. He wasn't shot. I don't think the CIA, deep state security, I don't think they got the same detail they used to have. Maybe they eating jelly donuts, getting a little fat or something. So I found that to be interesting. He made a couple points. He got in there and he was on the prison system. Loved it. You know me, loved it. Absolutely loved it. He got in there and almost half of the things he said were all 13th Amendment related. Prison system. If people don't have brands, if people don't have lands, they'll buy the brands of the big corporations that buy the politicians on both sides. He said if people don't have factories, they'll go to the biggest factory in the world, which is the United States prison system. And he's right. I don't care what he said to get there. I don't care who he pissed off. I don't care if you like him or you don't. He did it. He got there. He sat down in the Oval Office with Jim Brown in front of the President of the United States, of the whole planet, of the Earth universe, and talked about the prison system. Talked about kids not having fathers. Talked about the things that your leaders pretend to be about. I don't know why anybody have a problem with Kanye. I have no idea why. He's speaking his mind. I think he's saying a lot of things that are very true. MSM is attacking Kanye on his mental illness issues. And that's another thing, Marilyn. I saw that. If you're really paying attention, he's having trouble. I mean, he's admitting that he was diagnosed bipolar and a few other things. That's why people need to be all the damn ashamed of themselves. All the damn ashamed of themselves. The man is having problems. He's having mental issues. And y'all are attacking him. On the attack. Kicking the kid. Kicking the disabled kid. Meanwhile, what he's saying is true. Talking about how the 13th Amendment is a trap door. Trump actually listening. Did you notice for the first freaking 13 minutes, 20 minutes, and not 13 minutes of it or so, Trump just sat there and listened. Man, this ain't nothing. Well, of course, nobody can get a word in. That's Kanye. Which I'm getting to know who this character is. I don't know who he is because I don't really follow hip hop. When hip hop went to sellout hop, I stopped following when I was a kid. It used to be about positivity and good things. And I stopped watching because it became about putting people in the prison system and gangster rap and just dumbness. I stopped watching at that point. Hip hop wasn't hip hop. It was prison hop. I don't know who Kanye is, but I'm starting to realize he likes to talk a lot. Kind of like me in that way. But nobody could get a word in. And Trump sat right there and listened. Said, I love Kanye. Kanye got up, said, I love him too. And went over and hugged him. So he's having a dialogue with the president of the earth. And people are hating on him. And he's saying things that are true. Now he's wrong about the jobs. Wrong about the jobs thing. The jobs ain't coming back. The jobs are gone. Have y'all seen the new robot, the robot? You know, the robot that used to stack the Walmart shelves? The jobs aren't coming back. You're wrong about that one, Kanye. But I don't expect you to be right. You're on your side of this thing. They're on that side of that thing. Nobody's watching. Did y'all see the robot? I got to show you the robot. That's why I don't focus on factories and jobs. The jobs aren't coming back. The jobs are gone. They're not coming back. You've been automated out of a job because the whole world is being turned into a swamp. Let me show you this robot. This is just some daggone ridiculous stuff. He wasn't right about that. But everybody, you know, but I understand there's like a narrative. He has to go in there. Look, here you go right here. He has to go in there and say, look at this. Look at stack some shelves at Walmart. Oh, you can't see it. He just jumped over a log, jumped on one shelf, another shelf, jumped up there. Now he's going to stack the shelves. This is insanity. This is what the world is coming to. Oh, you can't see everything. Let me fix it like that. I think it's too big. Nope, I messed it up. Nope, there you go. I'll post a link. You can look at it. Point is, jobs are gone. They're not coming back. Why? Because corporations like robots. Robots don't ask for money. They don't need no damn health care. They can jump on top of shelves and stack shampoo. And Americans gonna buy it. Why? Because it's cheap. All around the world. Turn into a swamp. So I'm not on the jobs thing. He talked about guns. He was right about that too. People ought to have guns. The problem is the illegal guns. Are there illegal guns? I don't know illegal guns. I'm not in the whole gun debate because I think it's stupid. We're the #1 arms dealer in the world. So I wouldn't go to the #1 arms dealer in the world to talk about some damn guns and they're funneling tanks to children in Africa. I'm not, stupid debate. I agree with that. He talked about stop and frisk. Put it right in front of the president's face. We need to stop this stop and frisk. It's not building on relationships. And he's right. Where are the liberals in that? I'm not saying that it's good to be a conservative. Is that what he is? I don't know if that's what he is. I'm saying he has a dialogue. Whatever he's doing, he's winning. He's actually speaking and people are paying attention. I'm a little scared of the fact he said that Adidas made him a billionaire. I don't know about that. But that actually would make sense. All billionaires are psychopaths. So, you know what I'm saying? You got $1 billion, you can do a whole lot of, a whole lot more help the type of help Elon Musk is doing, Trump ain't doing, Obama ain't never gonna do it. No one else gives a damn about. Billionaires are psychopaths. Talked about a whole bunch of things. He asked liberals, he said, liberals, what y'all need to do is help the president look good, because when he looks good, we look good. Okay. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about the whole make the president look good. I don't believe in presidents and billionaires and rulers and owners. I don't think that that's wise. I think we need to move to a different type of world with different type of, if the government structures, they need to be non-invasive, where they don't tell people what to do, where you have self-determination. So he's right about that. You want to put the president in a hydrogen-powered airplane, the I-plane. Don't do that. That's it's gonna crash. We don't put any resources into that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All the resources go into drones to murder people. They don't go into hydrogen planes. You put the president in that, the president gonna be on the ground dead. Let's not do that. He told everybody, this is your president. And he's right. It is your president. Shut up. It is. He's not 45. He is your president. Why? Because we live in a world, we live in a country where people still believe in these things. And once they're in that office, they're in that office. And you need them to do things. You don't just troll them, yell at them, and hate at them. Like Chris said last night, stop the hate fest. Hate ain't great. You ain't gonna make nothing great again with hate. All you're gonna do is be stupid and put another monster back in the White House. He's already there. I don't think presidents should exist. I don't. I think adults don't need leaders. I don't think adults need to be told what to do. However, the majority of people in the country do that vote, I guess. So it is what it is. A lot of things. He said love everybody. Somebody talking, Lori talking about labels. He said love everybody. You gotta love everybody. He said he loved Hillary Clinton. I know, because y'all love Hillary Clinton. I'm working on that. I try to say that. I do. You know what? I love who Hillary Clinton was born as. I don't know how to get that out of my mouth. She's a little too monstrous for me. I don't love, okay, I'm gonna say it this way. I don't love what corporations and greed and billions and slavery and forced labor and prison systems, and I don't love what all of those things turned her into. I don't love the environment she was given and the monster she's become. But who's on the inside? There's a good person down in Hillary somewhere. It is. It has to be. It's a good person down in everybody somewhere. That's why everybody's voice matters. You got to listen to everybody. He talked about a bunch of other things. What else? Oh, I'm going to go to this one. I want to go to this one. He talked about, I'm going to show you what he talked about, because I can sit here and tell you what he said. You watched it. Well, maybe you watched it. I don't know if you watched it. I thought it was pretty interesting. Let me see. The last one was right here. What was it? Going 9 minutes in. Again, I'm gonna encourage you to watch the whole thing, because he did say things that were very true. He said things, unfortunately, that liberals lie about. And why do they lie about them? Because they're emotional. He even said that. He didn't say he hates liberals or nothing. Y'all been cussing him all out his name. And he just said that people are emotional, you know, and they'll use racism and the emotional topics to get people looking stupid. Look at this.
You've heard some people say that about this president. How do you respond to that? What do you make of that?
He's talking about his comment when he said President Bush hates black people. This is what he just asked him. He said, does Trump hate black people?
I think we need to care about all people. And I believe that when I went on to NBC, I was very emotional, and I was programmed to think from a victimized mentality, a welfare mentality. I think that with blacks and African Americans, we really get caught up in the idea of racism over the idea of industry. We say if people don't have land, they settle for brands. We want Polo Sport and Obama again. We want a brand more than we want land, because we haven't known how it feels to actually have our own land and have ownership of our own blocks. So when you don't have ownership, then it's all about how something looks. It's about the patina, it's not about the soil, it's not about the core. So we focus more on, is somebody wearing something, did someone disrespect me so I gotta shoot them, or the idea of someone being racist.
You hear what he's talking about, right? Somebody's posting something, somebody posts something close to it. Someone's talking about MK Ultra. You know what he's talking about. Because there's MK Ultra, but then there's also just being raised a bigot. And he explained it, because we talk about this almost every day. Being raised to be black, being raised to be white, being raised to be upper class, middle class, elite, Christian, Islam, being raised in a passive MK Ultra style lifestyle. Tell you what you're gonna love, tells you what you hate. They become emotional. And he explained that. He said the reason I said that, because I was raised with the hate. And the thing is, I'm agree with him. I'm agreeing with him, because I was raised with the hate too. I was raised to hate certain people. I was raised to hate the man. I was raised to hate master. Now, I was lied about who the man is. I was lied about who master was. I was lied about a whole bunch of things. But one day I started to see through that bull. Kanye in that way is starting to see through the bull. And he's admitting up to the fact that, you know what? I was angry back then because I was told to be angry. I was told to be angry by music. I was told to be angry by my parents. I was told to be angry at school. Every time Black History Month came around, I saw all these cops beating up black people. I was raised to be angry. So I was angry, and that's why I said it. And he said, later I started figuring it out. I started realizing they're just playing us against each other. Now, I don't think Kanye's connected all the dots yet, but he's saying what most people on this thread say all the time. We are raised to be bigots, and we're raised to fight other bigots. And we don't ever question the machine. We never question who's selling the brands. We never question who owns the land. So he's spot on and he's nailing it. He's going into other things. He started talking about brands and lands. I want to go over here to 11 minutes in because he said something else really important.
Most people to do that. So a lot of times a police officer is sitting there, they're being forced to do this and forced to do that block, and then they force somebody into something and force something. We have to release the love.
All right, I'm gonna stop. I forgot something. He did say. He said talk about stop and frisk. He said stop and frisk doesn't build relationships, and he's right. And he's saying it to the president. Police need relationships with the people they police. We've been saying that a long time. You have to be able to have a relationship with these people. Otherwise, they're not people to you. Police need to come from the places they police. But he hit on something that I didn't say it this way. We talk about it. He said there shouldn't be enforcement. Why are you forcing something? It shouldn't be called law enforcement. Why do you need to force it? If they're there for the people, then you don't need to force it. No force is necessary. Batteries not included. They don't need to be there. It shouldn't be, because if they're there for the people and you have to force it, if your police force needs force and they need to be enforcement, it means the people don't want it. Delete the laws, free the land, get rid of the brands, or at least let the people have land so they can compete with the brands. He's nailing it. He's saying the truth, being honest. He has a heart and a mind of an artist, thinks outside the box like a mystic. Yes, he does, Kate. He's also a little loopy. He's a little bit, but I think you gotta be. You know what musicians aren't a little loopy? What entertainers aren't a little loopy? He right here is doing more good for making the earth great again than anybody who hates Make America Great Again. That's the truth. That's the damn truth. You don't have to like it, but it's delicious and it's nutritious and it's true. And he dropped truth bombs all over. Half the things he said, y'all, I don't even think he knew what he was saying. I don't think he knew what he was saying, but he said it. And that's okay, because we're all at different levels of understanding and working up to how this machine works. All right, I'm gonna go to something. He asked the liberals, he talked about liberals for a minute. 11, let's look at this.
Throughout the entire country and give opportunities. A lot of times it's just the overall lack of reparations that we, at any given point, we say, oh, this is racist, this is racist, this is racist, this is racist. So we don't have the reparations, but we have the 13th Amendment. We got to open up the whole conversation. So, and that's a move, one of the moves that I love that liberals...
Stop. Talk about, again, opportunity. People say, yeah, he's talking about jobs. No, go deeper than that. Opportunity. It's not jobs. You're not gonna compete with a robot, man. Shut up. You're not competing with software. I wrote that software most of my life. You're not competing with the software and the APIs that will do your job faster, better, not sleep, not take breaks. That's not opportunity. Opportunity is what it is at that time. The day of human labor jobs is dying. It's probably already dead and they're not telling us. They're just not rolling out the automation. So that's gone. But opportunity, why? Because this is what we talk about when kids are born. Every kid deserves an opportunity, whatever it looks like in that time. And we're coming into a time where robots can grow all of the food. Robots can make all the houses, they can make the cars, they can make the clothes, they can do all of that. So he's not on it in all places. But his mind is going in the right direction. Open up your mind, expand your mind, have that creativity and the ability to try to problem solve. So I loved it. It's delicious. Let's keep going.
Tried to do. The liberal would try to control a black person through the concept of racism because they know that we are very proud, emotional people. So when I said I like Trump to like someone that's liberal, they'll say, oh, but he's racist. You think racism can control me?
All right, see, now he's getting to the depth of it. What did he just say? He said liberals like to control black people with racism. And he's right. Partially right. They also like to control white people with racism. Why? Because people feel guilt. They walk them into guilt, get them. And so now you got people who blindly will do and say anything you want, which is in turn a nation into a swamp, turn an earth into a swamp, cause more climate problems than you're solving, make more people than you're saving, build more prisons than you're building elementary schools. He's just nailing it. And it's true. Doesn't mean the Republicans don't. They oh, come on. we don't have to hit on conservatives. That's religion. Stop. Come on. We already know that they try to control them in a different way. Same power, same emotion, same ideology. Get smart people capable of critical thought to do dumb things because corporations want to make money. That's all it is. It's never been about race. It's never been about religion. It's never been about anything other than playing you because you're emotional. And he's nailing it. And he's right. Don't let people control you. Think for yourself. Damn it. If you gotta go to another universe to save somebody that he's somebody, Brock somebody, I don't know. You know, let him save him. You ain't never been to the universe. Don't let people control you. Think for yourself. Do I think it's true? I don't know. Quantum physics says it's possible. I ain't never been to that universe. I don't have a GPS. Neither do you. You ain't never been there, so don't hate on it. Let the brother free his. He might be saying there's something that's true. We have no ideas. I appreciate the press sat there and they listen to they listen to him talk about it. I love it. I love it. He's right. Don't let people control you.
Oh, that don't stop me. That's an invisible wall.
But you don't think you reject those who say he's racist?
You had one question. We're going to go to another question.
Okay.
I answered.
Hold on, before they go to another question, Maureen asked a question. Say, well, how did all the press get in the meeting? You know how that happened, Maureen. Let's be honest. We know why this is happening right now. This is happening right now because it's midterm elections. That's why. That's the only reason why. That's why all this Khashoggi mess is happening. That's why I don't know about the alt stuff. I think the alt stuff, when they deleted those 5 alt channels, I think that was one of the key things that was happening that we weren't paying attention to. But all of this is kabuki theater, right? All of this. The only thing that I think is a little outside of theater is I think Kanye is on his own script. They expect him to go and say something crazy, dumb, and stupid. And he actually got in there and say something. He said some real things. You know, so, but that's why they're there. Because, I mean, it's obvious. You're going to go meet with the president and you're going to have about 30 press people in there. Stop it. And Trump, he's going to sit back and say nothing. Come on, stop it. He's a narcissist just like Obama was. He'd sit there and run his mouth. This was a press moment. But this is what we talk about. Get to know the truth. Learn the truth. Because when you get your day in the spotlight, that one moment, when you get your one mistake, when was it CBS and ABC? Put Chris Hedges on, when you got your 3 minutes, you say what's true, but you got to know what's true. Kanye is on to some things here. He's on some things, and he got his moment in the light, and he said it. But I'm not confused. It's kabuki theater. It's to get people angry and yelling and screaming. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to have a whole bunch of sellouts. I love them too. I love sellouts. It's okay. It's all right. Because people are raised to sell out. It's not their fault. They're walked into it, you know. But I don't play with them. I don't sit here and play. I don't let, if your political party restarted continental slavery in Africa because you killed Gaddafi, you don't get to talk about selling out. You don't get to talk about slavery. You don't even get to talk, not even racism, not to me. You can go talk to them. You're not gonna talk to me. If you built more prisons in elementary schools, your party, you don't get to talk to me about mass incarceration because you're mass incarcerating. You're preparing for it. If you wrote the crime bill, you're not talking to me about that. You can go talk to them. Unfortunately, I read the laws and I know the fact. I can talk about it. That's why I don't play with these people. You know, I used to be one of them. I was selling Africa out. I was selling everybody, selling out to poor people, everything, because I actually believed it. I let them they use my emotions and my raised bigotry to go along with it. But sometimes, some they say, yeah, I used to be that way. Yeah, but then I turned about 19. I wasn't 19. I was about 22. And I started reading the laws and I was just like, these people are lying. They're lying. I started reading the Welfare Reform Act and these bills Clinton was rolling. I was like, he's lying. Getting on front of the camera, telling people good things. Meanwhile, selling human trafficking babies. Man, come on, stop. So he got in there and told the truth, but I don't play. You got to know the truth. This is why it's important to have very smart intellectual friends. They never saw the internet coming. They never saw this happening. I'm not that smart. I have a lot of smart friends. I got a lot of intellectual friends from all different communities. They'll explain gun rights. They'll explain free speech. They'll explain censorship. My gosh, we got people explaining civil law now and how America was bought. They'll explain the end of the Fed, ending the Fed and what that means, the Federal Reserve and the fractional reserve banking system. They'll explain technology and automation. They'll explain how the hemp industry can actually change everything. And you need to listen to these people, but not everybody knows. If you're in your own little liberal community, your own little conservative community, your own little racist community, your own little left, right, bigot, whatever, because it's all bigoted communities, all of them, you'll be stupid and then they'll control you. They'll get the emotions going and they will make you do whatever they want you to do, which is so they can get their big money from big corporations and turn this whole place into a swamp. Well, it's already a swamp, but they make it worse. So he hit it. He was saying just really smart things. I'm not going to play the whole interview. He just tapped on a lot of things he said that were true. Talked about the right to bear arms, that the problem is the illegal weapons, and he's right. You have no right to go in anybody's house and tell them what guns they can have. That's stupid. And besides, the reason why people have the guns is because you write laws that aren't supposed to exist. You broke the police. And once you broke the police because you violated the Constitution, the monsters on both sides, people pick up guns, and they're not going to pick up less guns. They're going to pick up even more guns. Why? Because if they can't get a job at the factory, they're going to head for the prison factories. There's been a direct relationship with crime and unemployment since the beginning of time. Beginning of time. And that was the other thing that was in the news that was kind of delicious today. Capital punishment. The guy that they're about to kill. People came to him for cannabis. Did y'all look at that story? Did y'all see that? They came to him because they're about to kill him. And he says, I don't want lethal injection. He says, I want electricity. He wants to be electrocuted. Y'all see this? Look at this.
Request to be executed by the electric chair rather than lethal injection has been denied by the U.S. state of Tennessee. Edwin Zagorski's lawyers are now appealing to the Supreme Court.
Faced with the choice of two unconstitutional methods of execution, Mr. Zagorski has indicated that if his execution is to move forward, he believes that the electric chair is the lesser of two evils. 10 to 18 minutes of drowning, suffocation.
I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop for a minute. Because why does this happen? So why in the world is this man here? Well, he said he was going to sell cannabis to these people and he cut their throats. He was going to sell cannabis to people. He was going to sell a plant. He fooled people. He was going to sell a plant. I believe in root cause. I don't believe in talking about the bull. I want to talk about the root cause. So this man was empowered because you made a black market, because you have a war on nature and you outlawed a plant for a war on drugs, because you had a brand you wanted to sell by denying the people the land, right? It's philosophical. It's an analogy. You can't grow it. And so these people will go to the black market to get it. And so he murdered them. Now, mind you, I'm not getting into the, oh, should he be murdered or should he not be murdered? Should there be capital punishment or not? The question is, you always do the capital punishment, but do you punish the capital? That's what I'm asking. You always do these justice things, but you actually fix the actual problem. And neither side talks about it. The actual problem, because people don't have land. They don't have the ability to take care of themselves, so they do the crime. And you empower a massive criminal crime wave. And that was the whole point of the 13th Amendment. He was speaking truth, and he's saying it, and you can see it all over the news. Crime is not going to go down. Crime is going to go up. Why? Because you have to enforce it. When you stop enforcing, when you stop needing force, people stop doing crimes. When they have the ability to take care of themselves. Is anybody feeling what I'm like? He's hitting things all over the place. We don't punish the Capitol. Yes, I mean, just how it sounds. Washington, the legal system, the law, the legislators, the Capitol being made by big pharmaceutical companies and the companies that make plastic, the oil companies. Why? Because if you can't grow hemp, those 25,000 different products, and that's a lie. Hemp is not used in 25,000 different products. Hemp makes plastic. How many plastic products do you have? Millions. Millions. But they outlaw it. They take away the land, so you gotta buy the brand. So now we're in wars all over the world. Why? Because oil companies gotta make plastic. But you don't like him, because he's Kanye. I don't like him, because he doesn't fulfill my black narrative. He doesn't fulfill the narrative that I have of black people. So I don't like him. I'm told I'm not supposed to like him. Meanwhile, he's saying truthful things to stop turning the earth into a swamp. He's not on all of it. I don't agree with all of it. But he says some very truthful things. But you let your hate take you over. Then you go and you try to fight hate with hate. And you think that's great. Stop being stupid. We got an earth to fix. We don't have many episodes of America left. It's coming up to an end. America, we might be in the final season. We don't have any time for more kabuki theater. If people say things that are true, say it's true. So I loved it. I think y'all should watch the interview. But this guy right here, and that's, but that is, I watch, I'm like, the people shouldn't even been killed. You shouldn't be able to lure them somewhere. I was flipping out the other day because, not the other day, it was the last 2 years ago. They killed them kids right behind me, not too far from me, murdered 4 kids. And how did the 2 big kids lure the other kids to the farm to murder them? Because he said he was selling cannabis. Same damn story. But again, you just want to punish. You don't want to fix. You just want to punish. And that's my biggest critique about these Democrats and Republicans, the left and the right. They don't want to fix anything. They want to keep making money because the swamp makes a lot of money. It's a whole lot of money keeping the swamp. Yes, thank you, Kate. Kanye said he changed the hat to say, hang on. Make, you said take, but I know what you meant, make America great, right? Because he said that, and that was deep. Because he called Trump to task on something. Now, we'll see what he's going to do. But, he's coming in the middle. Kanye, because he went all the way. He went all the way to make America great again. Both sides are ignorant. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I do. But both sides, you don't read the law. You don't really understand what's happening. You don't understand the looting that's happening in our country and on the planet. He went to super extreme side. Now he's starting to come back because he challenged Trump. He told me, say, you know what I have a hat I'm printing and it says make America. It says make America great. No, again. Just make America great. And he says, I want you to wear the hat. And I want Kaepernick. The liberals, they forgot about Kaepernick. They don't even know who he is. They're like, Kaepernick? Who's Kaepernick? That name sounds familiar. Kaepernick. Hey, honey, pass me the chips. Still watching NFL. The ones who's supposed to be boycotting it. Totally forgot. Who? Forgot who he is. He said, I want you and Kaepernick to wear the hat. For the pledge allegiance to the flag. I don't know if Trump's going to do that. I have no idea. But he got the stage. He got on stage at Kabuki Theater. He got on television and said some truthful things. But they're going to get you to attack him because you actually believe the sellout bigots above you. That's why I give people room, because it's not even about where you are or where you were yesterday. It's about where you are today. Another example. They were getting on somebody on Twitter. I don't know who this lady was. She said something. She worked for somebody, and I don't know. Back in 200 BC, she said something on Twitter. What did she say? She said, a CNN reporter. She said something homophobic. I gotta show it to you. I gotta show it to you.
From backup to high availability and
I don't want to show that to you. Damn commercials. Always trying to sell something. All these commercials. I don't want to show it to you till the commercial's gone.
For America's CNN news channel has apologized for a homophobic tweet she posted while at college. Caitlin Collins' remarks were brought to light by a conservative group that defends LGBTQ rights. The tweets date from 2011, before Collins began working for CNN and were aimed at a gay and a lesbian friend. Despite the anger, the now highlighted comments have caused the news network says it accepts her apology.
I'm a proud gay man, and I am a proud friend of Caitlin Collins, though I'm disappointed she ever used the word, even as an immature college kid. I can say with certainty it doesn't reflect her feelings towards the LGBTQ community. She's apologized, and I accept that.
Number one, she shouldn't apologize. Nope, sorry. You don't get to apologize. That's who that person was yesterday. That's number one. So one, don't apologize for who you were yesterday. Every day you should be evolving and getting better at who you are. And every day we shouldn't be holding people accountable for who they were yesterday. That's ancient news. That's 200 BC. Who's the person today? If you say she's a good person today, she's a good person today. Leave it alone. Stop bringing up the past. I don't care what anybody tweeted, picked the chat, said something. I don't give a damn. Who are they today? If you were treating people with respect today, who cares what you said last week, 2 months ago, last year? It's old news. But they like to bring up old dudes. They like to bring up the past. Why? Because, oh, this person said something. Now they need to apologize for who they even aren't anymore. We're all raised bigots. I was raised a bigot. Like I said, I was raised be black, Christian, and this, that, and the other. And all of this dumbness, the American, and all of these bigotry things I was given. It's just my goal over a lifetime to get away from the bigotry. Stop apologizing, people. Stop. Stop asking people to apologize. Let people who they are be who they are today. Yesterday is gone. Yesterday is gone. They're not even the same person. Listen to Kanye. They went to sleep. They went to the other universe. What? They woke up somebody different today. Let that stuff go. We got to move on. We always got to deal with today to make tomorrow better. Stop trying to make yesterday great again. But it's all related. It's the same dumb, stupid thing. We have a future to build. We have a future to think about. We have real problems to solve. And hate's not going to solve any of them. None of them. So don't worry about what people said yesterday. We got daggone. Oh, let me show you. I got to show you something. I got a couple things to show you this morning. I'm running out of time. I got something else I need to show you. Hey, YouTube over. Hey, Giselle on YouTube. Hey, on girl, I'm going. But before I show you this other thing, I gotta show you, please, pay attention to this. This is what they didn't want you to see. Free Thought Project, gone. Anti-media, gone. Filming cops, gone. Nation in distress, gone. That sounds constitutional. Police the police, gone. All while we're off worrying about fighting, crying, yelling, screaming about Kanye because he think a little different from you, but he's saying things that are true. Very important that you see that. Why? Because they're attacking across the board. Now, mind you, I don't know why they banned him. And I like to always understand why things happen. And it could be, I used to go to Free Thought every now and then. I'd take a look and see what was going on. And if they banned them because they need to, or they suspended them because they need to facilitate a safer environment, I actually understand that. I do understand that. Some of those threads you go to, I can't even stay on them. I get in there, somebody says something good. Very rarely do I even comment on that stuff anymore. Because it gets you get down in there and they start throwing the N-word and this word and that word and hate and all this craziness, right? I don't want to see that. And if you're Facebook, you don't want people fighting back and forth too. So hopefully it just disappeared. Because we jump off on this stuff too, and it's fake news, and social media might have just sent them a message and said, listen, you're gonna have to facilitate your discussions a little better. That's why I delete posts when people start yelling and cussing and acting stupid, acting a fool. I'm all about intellectual discussion. I'm all about let's be adults, let's actually have a discussion. All thoughts allowed. But when it gets out of hand and people start throwing threats of violence and all of this ridiculous, young, immature name calling, mudslinging stuff, I start deleting posts. So maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Only the future will tell. So let's not get too discombobulated about it, but we need to be highly concerned about it. This is alt media telling the truth about the Constitution, right? You getting your rights back, getting the country back, you know, watching police. We gotta watch the police. It's not about hating the police. It's about these sites that started the police stuff, and I really don't watch them much anymore. Y'all should know me. I'm not about blaming the police. I think the police are a side effect. Just like Trump is a side effect, just like Obama was a side effect. Our real problems are the laws and the legislation. I'm about the laws broke policing, and we need to fix the policing. I think the watch the cop sites, they started a conversation, and they allow us to look and say, okay, well, why are we using so much force? Why do police need bigger and bigger guns? Why do police need tanks? And both parties are giving it to them from war environments. Because the laws make no sense. And the people don't want to buy your brands. They don't want your chemtrails. They don't want your car. They don't want your forced pharmaceuticals. They don't want your vaccines. They don't want your crap. They want a choice. That's what people want. And that's what he was talking about. Opportunity. Doesn't mean job. It means opportunity. People want the ability to dictate how they vote with their dollars. That's why I said we vote every day. But if you got industries that own your government, own your political parties, then you don't get to have a choice and vote. I got something else I want to show you. I'm getting all upset. Y'all can give me like Kanye, damn it. Another universe, I'm Denzel Washington. I got to go save him. I'm joking. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. Y'all don't pick with Kanye. The brother, he's speaking his mind. Always get behind and support people speaking their mind. Last time I said I wasn't on any side of the fight. This time I'm on the side of the fight. I'm on Kanye's side, not on the right side. But I'm gonna back him up. I'm gonna back him up. He said things that were extremely true. He got a stage in the Oval Office and dropped some serious truth bombs. And if we were a united people, you know what could happen? If you weren't so angry, yelling and screaming and treat that the Trump voters are racist. If you would stop that and y'all actually had a rapport and they listened to you, then guess what we could do? We could say, yeah, Kanye dropped some real stuff. What are we gonna do about this? What are we gonna do about this? We got a showboat for a president. He'll do anything that people clap for. So maybe we should go all together and say, we need to get rid of stop and frisk. We need to reform the prison system. This is how we need to do it. The police need to build relationships with the people, and they can't do that because the laws are all unconstitutional. They're war on the people. We could actually fix the problem. But instead, they use people's hate to make the problem worse. So now we got kids in prison, all over the prison system, children ruining their lives. So you can have your fight with Kanye because some elite black person told you that he was wrong. Do your homework, do your research. The black elite hates you as much as they hate white people, much as they hate Hispanic people. They hate themselves. Why? Because they're elites. You don't get to be an elite without being a psychopath. Stop listening to these people. Think for yourself. Be a Kanye, just without the mental illness part. Don't the cocaine, crack. Does he do that? I don't. Like I said, I don't know. I don't. I've never heard the brother say. Honestly, I did a whole video on what Kanye said. I never bought a record, never heard him rap, sing, dance, shake his. I ain't never seen none of that. I ain't never. But again, I vote with my dollars. And when I saw hip hop go to ghetto hop, go to turn the kids into spanking women and fighting with cops and gangster rap destroying communities, I had to stop watching. So I don't know who he is. Never seen him do any of that stuff. There was something else I wanted to show you before I get out of here. Something else. See, now I lost my train of thought. We didn't hit the Twitter. We didn't hit the band. Oh, yes. Look at this. This is what I'm saying. Y'all think I'm crazy. I tell you. Nations don't exist. That's the other thing I disagree with this conversation. It's not about America. It's not about America is a figment of your imagination. It's all about corporations and brands. It's all about the swamp. It's all about making the planet Earth a swamp so these corporations can make a lot of money. Let me show you this. This is what I'm talking about. I think I'm kidding. Look at this. You see what this is? South Korea holds its first international fleet review. Russian ships, United States of America ships, airplanes. Isn't that proud? Why is the Russians, why we got ships going out with the Russians? Why we have an international review? What's happening? Because nations don't matter. This is all about corporations, defense contracts, military industrial complex, weapons. This is why you can't make America great again, because there is no America. It's fantasy. It's just, America is just owned by different billionaires and different industries that have different interests. Russia doesn't exist. And the minute they say, get your military, go over to the parade and do this, because these nations even got Britain, Japan, all of the ships all sailing together. But when it's time to make money, they get the kids on the ship to murder each other with the ships, with the drones, with the bombs. It's all about money. Got the jets going. International review. Well, what about nationalism? Where's our flag? You don't have a flag. Your flag is the human race. You don't have a flag. Flags don't exist. Flags are just to get you to believe your bigotry. That's all they are. Nationally, you can have nationalism all you want. They don't care about your nationalism. It's funny to them. They can get your government to do anything they want it to do. They own your government. They own your politicians. They own your party. But that's why all this is happening. It's midterm. I don't think they expect people to say things that are true. Heidi said one world order. Yes, this is the world we're in right now. You know, like I changed one thing. Like I said, we need to be citizens of the world. I want to clarify that. We need to be citizens of the world, not employees of the world. And what we're being walked towards right now, from Britain to France to left to right, to Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, all of them, is they're walking us into being employees of the world. Corporations running the world as a swamp, and us starving, choking in an anaerobic swamp, trying to get a job from a damn robot. That the world you want to live in? That's where Kanye's wrong, because the other side is wrong. This is why I don't do sides. You have to read between the lines and look at what people are saying to try to figure out what's really going on. But he's on it. He's on it in a lot of places. But it's not about making America great. It's about making the planet great again. And you can't make the planet great again if you're trying to make America great again. You can't make it great again if if your state ain't great, America ain't never going to be great, because corporations own your state. If local, your economy, your local economy, your neighborhood ain't great, your small farmer can't grow nothing because he doesn't have a farmer's market to sell anything. You don't have anybody making shoes or clothes, anything in your local community, and you're buying from China. Nobody can grow tomatoes because they're forcing slave labor, cucumbers in Mexico, and they're selling them here. You're not going to make anything great. You have to be great on the local level, or you'll never be great on the earth level. All right, I'm gonna go to comments. I'm gonna get out of here. Get out here, yeah. I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. All right, we got YouTube over there. Giselle, what you got on YouTube? It's really interesting to read the body language of those in the Trump-Kanye meeting yesterday. If you look at their eyes, their mouths, their body, you can see a lot of unexpressed emotion to what Kanye said. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think I kind of saw that with the press. Giselle, I kind of saw that. They didn't know what to do. He started talking about quantum dimension, multiple universes, and love everybody. And the press is like, he's saying love everybody. You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to pick a side and fight. You're a slave and a serf like us. We're all supposed to fight each other. Poor fighting the poor over what all the elite actually have. This is what it's supposed to be about. They didn't know what to say. They didn't know it. That's why I think the first question went way back to Bush. They didn't know what... They had no idea what to ask. Like, this man is talking about he loved Clinton and Trump. He said that in the same thing. Where the CIA and the CIA didn't come in and kill him. Well, do y'all hear what this? Y'all hear what this fool said? They didn't know what the body language was weird. You're right about that. It was, because he was saying things people don't expect to hear. That's why I like where he's going, because he's coming back. He went hard to an extreme, but he's starting to come back. And that's a comfortable spot. It's in the middle. You don't ever want to be in any extremes. You don't want to be a liberal. You don't want to be a conservative. You don't want to be a left or a right. You don't want to be an American or a British. That's how they farm you. That's how they make you stupid. Stupid. And then you train your kids to be stupid. And then you give the next generation the same problems we can't seem to get past. Making the world a swamp. They don't buy all these weapons and buildings, all of these huge camps, if they don't intend to fill them one day. Yeah, exactly, Ty. And that's why that they sell the weapons, because they sell them to kids, because they destabilize other countries so they can colonize, right? They have all the weapons in America and the black market in America, which is funny. We're the #1 weapons dealer in the world. And they think we got to get the illegal guns out the street. Meanwhile, the #1 dealer of those weapons is Washington. So how many of those weapons do you think came from them originally and then came back in the country? They sold to Mexico or Canada or somewhere else, and the black market brought them right back in. So now you're going to the weapons dealer who brought most of the weapons in anyway, that are murdering everybody, for weapons control. They making money on all sides of the conversation. Win, 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 win. All over the elite, except for us. We all die. 99% stupid. That's what I'm saying. Think these things through. Think them through. So does everyone. Everyone says things that are true sometimes. Yes, Lori, that's why you got to listen to everybody. Listen to everybody. Everybody. You can't let personalities dictate. You know, I listened to David Duke yesterday. I listened to David Duke. Why I listen to David Duke? Because Patricia and Al Bashai told me I should. I listen to them people. They got integrity. They like to say the truth. They like, oh, David Duke done said some true stuff. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not going to blame David for what he did yesterday. Yeah, he said some dumb stuff. He was involved with the KKK and stupid stuff, but the KKK still hadn't put more people in prison than the liberals. The KKK still hadn't murdered more people than the liberals. The KKK, I'm talking about the neocons, fake liberals, Democrats. The KKK, they were started by the Democrats. They didn't restart slavery. The Democrats did when they killed Gaddafi. So damn it, David Duke gonna say something. I will see who he is today. And I sat down, I listened to David Duke yesterday. Damn it, I might listen to David Duke today. And he said some truthful things. He talked about criminality in Israel and how you got, oh, that was another good one in the news. I don't hold nobody accountable for what they said yesterday. I want to know who you are today. And if David Duke wants to come forward and be a human being, I'm all good with it. He wants to say things that are true and still say crazy, still gonna stay crazy. I'm gonna focus on the things he said that are true. If Obama says something true, that's good. Always leave room for people to leave yesterday in the past. Always leave room for it. There's a lot of other things in the news, but I'm out of time. I can't go through the rest of the stuff in the news. We'll just look at some comments. We'll go. There's that girl in, I'll mention it. The girl in, trying to get into Israel, the American student. She got a scholarship. She got accepted to a school in Israel. She went over there and they won't let her in. She was at the border. What is her name? I know somebody has a link. You can post it. I thought that was interesting. That's what David Duke was talking about, but she was trying to get in. Israel won't let her in unless, because she led the divestment movement at her college, and they won't let her in unless that I disavow the divestment movement. That should tell you everything you need to know. These people, they're not a democracy. You know, thought is illegal. If you don't think the way they make you think, you can't even go in their country. You say, well, it's their country. They can decide to let you in if you want to or not to. It's not their country. All right, that's an elite colonizer that has some land that Britain gave them, no different than America coming over and stealing from the indigenous communities, no different from Shaka Zulu stealing from the Africans. It's all colonization, hate, and violence, stealing land so people will buy your brand. Israel has a brand to sell. And she's like, no, I'm not going to turn on the divestment movement. It's an important thing. Why? Because when you vote with your dollars, that's how you stop the swamp. That's how you give people land back so they don't have to buy your brands. And she knows that. They know that. That's why they're stopping her and they won't let her in. So I think she left. She was in a detention center for 9 days and they left. No, it's not their country, Yvonne. I don't believe in countries, y'all. I'm the wrong guy on the country part. I don't think because you murder a bunch of people and you rape them that it's your country. I think the people who live there, it's their land. I don't believe in countries. I am all for sovereign human beings You live on that land. That's land that you're using, cultivate it, do what you need to, build up strength, take care of your family, take care of your neighbors. These countries, I don't believe in colonizer rules. I think we have to think forward. So that's unpractical. I don't care about your practicality, people. I'm not here for other people's practicality. I'm here for focusing on what would be best for the future for these children. And what's best for the future for the children is for us to stop worshiping kings and lords. They've been murdering us since day one. Let's stop believing in them. Let's stop worshiping them and their borders. They don't exist and they don't care anything about you or the next generation. So no, it's not their country. It's an occupation. Everywhere is an occupation. I don't just pick on Israel. America's an occupation. Colonizers occupy the country. Colonizers are occupying Germany. Colonizers are occupying all over the Middle East. Just because you killed a bunch of people and handed it down to your kids and that wealth through a bank doesn't mean that you own those people. Those are people. They're not cattle. They're people. Americans, they're not citizens. They're people. They're human beings that were born somewhere that have a right to walk around and do something. You're not the boss of me. So no, I'm definitely the wrong one. I think about the future. No, I don't think nations should exist. I don't think the kings and the colonizers have any access or right to own you. I don't think a human being should be owned. I don't think a deer should be owned. I don't think a cow should be owned. I don't think bats and bears and beagles should be owned. I don't think anything. I think when you're born, you're a life form and you're free and you're a sovereign to walk around and do something. I can do something, walk around. So I don't give the colonizers the respect of keeping my nation. The only reason I believed in nations is because I was raised to believe in them. That's why I did. And look where that got us. Most of us were raised that way. We're tempting World War III because we still believe our bigoted nations, our bigotry. That's why I like that word. We got to get away from it. USA was great for the middle class in the 1950s to 1980s. Russell Means said, Americans are the new Indians, so welcome to the reservation. He said that in the 1980s. Yes, Kate, because they've known the truth for a long time. It's always, it's not about Americans and indigenous people and Shaka Zulu and Attila the Hun and Japan and Hitler. It's not about them. It's about the violent concept of a colonizer that I can murder you, rape your women, steal your children, and the next generation belongs to me. I can give you a flag and a national anthem, and now this is a good thing. And people will look the other way when you do the horrible things elsewhere. And that's why they're still colonizing. Like, why is Saudi Arabia going into Yemen right now to the support of the US, Britain, France, and everybody else? Canada even? Because they're colonizing. They're colonizers. They're coming with the violence. So it's not about, the label. It's about the psychology. Are you psychotic enough to want to kill people and steal what they have? Are you psychotic enough to go to your next door neighbor, kill them, and steal their bathroom and take their wife, right? If you won't do it, then don't cheer your government doing it. Colonization mindset. Corporatocracy. Yes, Kate, we are in a corporatocracy. It's total corporatocracy. Jamie's talking about hating. Yeah, they're hating. They're hating on Kanye. They hate on anything because they're bigots and they're raised to hate. And they need to come out of their bigotry. But like I said, I don't judge people. I was a bigot too. I'm trying to come out of all my bigotries. You go back, I was raised to be a bigoted Christian. It's like, oh, I don't know about the cross dresses going in the bathroom. I'm not sure about that. I met a cross dresser. I talked to him, made a friend with one. Understood the issues, realized, you know what, this is stupid, right? Why are we even arguing about this? Why are we even arguing? We can make a bathroom without a sign that says male, female. Go in the bathroom, do whatever the hell you want to do. Put away your bigotry and let people put away their bigotry. Let them be. Today, you can completely change how you are. Today. It's just a choice. Kamara said, no fight, no fight. I got nothing to fight. I'm not a fighter. I have nothing to fight. We just need to dismantle the ruling elite that are turning the whole earth into a swamp. That's all we need to do, and that's not a fight. That actually is just walking away. That's why they won't let the little girl in Israel, because the power of the divestment movement will actually bring Israel to its knees and stop their colonization efforts. walking away from big corporations, the big Nikes and Adidas and these big corporations and home building companies. That'll break them. Not being forced to buy the pharmaceutical companies' poisons, it'll break them. It'll give you some say. All right. Let me see. Words, words, words. Meanwhile, bombs dropping. Exactly, Michelle. They're bombing the whole world because they're taking over the whole world because colonization is okay right now. It's completely okay because people are looking the other way because they got their own hate fighting some other hate and they think hate is great. Stop clapping for the theater, Gerard. I'm not, well, Gal, I clap when it's true. Remember, I'm sitting back watching theater, Brother Gal, and when somebody says something that's true, I'm laughing and I'm clapping. The majority of the time, I'm just like, we're in the theater, y'all. Ain't none of this real. But every now and then, one of those actors gonna say something real. Every now and then, you'll have a Denzel Washington come out. What was that? That wasn't Denzel. Who was it? Morgan Freeman came out and said, I know y'all mad at him. He said something else, but he came out. What'd he say? He said, you want racism to go away? Stop talking about it. If race doesn't exist, racism can exist. And he was right. So I don't cheer the kabuki theater. I say we got to end it. We need to walk up out of the theater and bring an end to it. But when true thing, the only way you walk out and enough people will walk out of the theater with us, Brother Gown, is if they see what we see. They start to see through the cracks that this is all a lie and this is all some BS and this is a swamp because they took our lands and they're trying to get people to buy the brands. They're forcing us to become captive buyers of their crap. And as long as they do that, people sit right in that theater because they need their drugs. They want the Bayer aspirin. They need to feel good. They need the antidepressants. They need these things. That's why the war on drugs banned all the painkillers first, right? Because people are not going to tolerate no pain. Doctor can say whatever the doctor wants to say. If they're in pain, they're going to do exactly what the doctor says. They're going to take every last drug and do every last procedure because that's how you make the money. And then that breaks the healthcare system. And so all these things feed together. But that brother's on to something. He's on to something, and y'all going to hate him because you hate how he looks. You hate what he said because rich, powerful people who run your political party and who own you told you to. Think for yourself. Think for yourself, people. Trump won't change his stance on Israel, Yemen, Saudi Arabia because Kanye. Nope, he wasn't a Kanye magic. What they call the Kanye magic, Michelle? They call it Yeezy or something? Yeezy? Yeah. I don't know where this stuff comes from. No, Trump, I think, will do what people will clap for. I think he's a narcissist like every president. I think if people start booing, he's going to stop doing it. Or they'll treat him like JFK. But if the majority of people are behind an effort and poor people and they're not fighting each other, then they'll do it. And the greatest example would be the Farmers Alliance. The Farmers Alliance happened when the poor white farmers and the poor black farmers got together after slavery and said, we're not going to do this anymore. What did the federal government do? They created white supremacy. I know y'all thought rednecks made it in the cave somewhere with a banjo. Nope, that's not where white supremacy came from. Your government wrote a law. That's where it came from. This is not a joke, people. This is real talk. This is real talk. We don't play games here. Let's just be honest. When poor people fight poor people, we all lose. When people start turning on their ruling elite and they start voting every day in every way that we don't want this whole world to be a swamp, we actually can get somewhere. All right. Turn off the BS, go outside, do something real today, do something for somebody else. Exactly, Crystal. Go be a human being again. When you watch the BS, laugh at it, joke at it, highlight what's true, and move on. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. You gotta have happiness and joy and all of these things Kanye talking about, where you can love the president and love Hillary Clinton. Gotta love everybody, y'all. 7 billion of us, we're all family. We all became precisely who we were supposed to be. We can hate each other for our indoctrination, hate each other for our own little environments, or we can grow up and just understand that everybody just becomes who they do. And if you were in their shoes, you'd probably be them too. Stop judging each other. It's Friday. It's supposed to be Freedom Friday. We're supposed to be celebrating all over the planet, but bombs are dropping on babies everywhere. And we got these fools lining up to vote to keep it happening. And if you don't know who these people are, you need to do some research. If you are lining up to vote to keep the murder happening in Yemen, I don't know what to tell you. All I can ask you to do is think about your humanity. Well, I appreciate it, Marilyn. Marilyn said, thanks for your honest wisdom. Marilyn, I don't think we have a choice. I don't think that we have much time left. We have to grow up. We have to mature, and we got to stop our hate attacks. We got to stop the hate. And until we stop the hate, the billionaires and the corporations will win, and they will own this planet. And they'll destroy it because they can't stop themselves. It's actually up to us to stop them. The only way we stop them is if we're one. We don't have the ability to take on this ruling elite individually. There is no amount of black power, white power, girl power, Hispanic power, Chinese power. There is no amount of that that's going to bring this nonsense to an end. Because the corporations own governments. All you're doing is making noise if you aren't talking about one human race. You got to stop with the noise. Anyway, listen, it's Friday. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. This is Gerard. Got to go. I think Kanye dropped a bunch of truth bombs. I think y'all need to watch it. But take off your bigotry when you watch it. Take off your hate when you watch it. And try to listen between the cracks. He's not on it everywhere. But he's damn sure going in the right direction. Love y'all. Gotta go.